friends, it's Quenby, the Grateful Queen here on YouTube. Welcome back for part 2. This is part 2 of my epic Goodwill Outlet BINS haul video. If you haven't watched the first one and you want all the juicy details and the story and everything, I'll link it right up here so you can watch part 1. But I'll just give you a quick recap here in case you're joining for the first time. If you're new, I'm Quenby, and I am a part-time reseller. I'm a full-time psychotherapist. I have another channel called The Grateful Therapist. If you want to learn more about mental health with me, I'd love to see you over there. I've been reselling for 10 years. I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Thredup, and Etsy, and I share all about it here on the channel. This was the most exciting day for me because my bins have been closed here for 2 years where I live. I live in Northern California, and my friend Cynthia from Thrift Hauls invited me to come to Sacramento. It took us about 2 hours. Me and my partner PD drove up, and we had an epic day of thrifting. We were there all day. We closed the place down at 6 o'clock. They were trying to kick us out, and the lights were going out. I got a lot of good stuff. So if you like BINS hauls, if you like learning about shopping at the Goodwill Outlet, where you sift through big giant bins of clothes and you pay by the pound, you're in the right place because I'm going to have a series of videos from my epic thrifting day. And I was able to film in there. They had no problem with that, so I'll be sure to include some footage of what it looks like thrifting inside the Sacramento, California Goodwill Outlet. Things were $1.59 a pound there, except for shoes and hard goods and a few things, a few exceptions. But I bought a bunch of stuff for me. When I deduct that, the cost of goods for each item is $1.38. So that's a really low cost of goods. It is for me. I don't have half off day at Goodwill here. I don't have 99-cent day. We don't do that here. So commuting to the bins is a great way for me to keep my cost of goods down. And I'm so thankful to my lovely friend Cynthia who invited me to come up. We had the best day of thrifting and eating and drinking coffee and talking with another reseller. It's so amazing to connect live and in person with other resellers. Do you think it's authentic?
I think so. Good. You know it has to be.
So here we are just sifting through the clothing bins. This Goodwill Outlet was so different than mine in many ways. You were allowed to have your cart right with you. At mine, where I live in Sonoma County, you have to have your cart to the side, and they bring out these giant bins, and the people wait for the bins to come out. You can see them lined up there, and then they dive in. Again, at my bins here, you're not allowed to do that. You have to stand on the other side of the room, and then they allow you to all run to the bin. You're not supposed to run, but it can get a little bit crazy. So this was a pretty mellow bins. So big thank you to her and my partner PD who put up with us as we gabbed about reselling the entire day. So I'm going to show you in this haul some more of the stuff that I got for about $1.38 each item to resell online. And then what I didn't get to do in the last video was show you some of my favorite things that I got for me in my house. So I'll be sure to do that. This is a Lucky Brand men's shirt. I bought this shirt actually for my nephew and PD in a smaller size. This is camo. It's super burnout, super lightweight. Lucky Brand men's stuff does great for me. This top alone being so light probably cost me like 50 cents, and I'll probably get somewhere between 15 and 20 for it. I'll be sure to pop anything up on the screen if it's information that I think would be helpful for us to learn. This I just threw in the cart because it's my favorite brand. It's a little Free People linen bag. I use these when I travel. I'll put like all my swimsuits in one bag or all my underwear and socks in one of these little bags, and it brings me a little bit of joy. So I definitely do that. Okay, this is an Old Navy dress. It's a size XL. It's ribbed and stretchy. I got it for me. I did not deduct from my cost of goods the clothing that I bought for myself, but I did deduct all the hard goods stuff because I figure it's just not even that much. So in truth, it was probably less than $1.38 an item, which is just so inexpensive for me. I'm very grateful. This I don't know the brand, but I loved the style of it. Tempo Paris. I don't even think it's probably anything, but if I learn, I'll put it up there. But this is such a gorgeous crochet lace sweaters. I'm a Northern California girl. I wear stuff like this all the time. I throw on one of those little tanks underneath that has like a built-in bra. It's got bell sleeves and it's sort of a metallic gray silver. I'm gonna try really hard to like put this stuff away in the box because I sorted it and folded it. Because when you get home from the bins, friends, if you've ever gone, you know it's chaos. It's like you have to fold everything and sort it, what needs to go in the wash, shoes and all this stuff. My living room was crazy last night, but it was so worth it and so much fun. This, I believe, is a Bowden top. The tag is cut out at the neckline, but I recognize the interior tag. It's adorable. It's got that secretary's bow around the neckline there. And then I think, what are these guys? Are these little dolphins or whales? Or I don't know what they are, but it's super cute. Looks kind of vintage inspired. And it seemed really nice. And I didn't see the tag at the neck, so I kind of looked around and I saw this tag. And I think that this is the Bowden tag. If you think it might be something else, let me know. I'm hoping it has the RN because if it does, I can look it up. Yeah, here's the RN. If you guys ever done that, you just go to Google and you look up like RN search and you can put the RN number in and it'll come up with the brand. So if I do the search and I find out what this is, I'll pop it in. This I bought, I was laughing with Cynthia because it was like everything I picked up, I'm like, oh, I love this, it's Old Navy. Oh, I love this, it's Target. I don't know, they make such cute, trendy, stylish pieces. So I did not pick up most of it. I had showed some restraint, but I bought this because it's a jumpsuit. Jumpsuits sell well for me, a wide-legged jumpsuit with pockets, and it's made of linen. So those are two really great things there, and it's an XL. So a women's Old Navy linen jumpsuit in an XL, I'm sure I can get $20 for this. And when you pay only $1.30 or something, and you can make 15 or 20 bucks, it's still a really good profit. So this is a look at the hard goods section, which at this Goodwill outlet you still paid by the pound. So we looked in here a bit, and then Cynthia found this most amazing women's black vintage swing coat. I think she ended up leaving it behind because it was heavy, so it probably would have been expensive. But it was so fun to see her. I thought this looked great. I got a lot of fitness stuff. This is Brooks, and these just looked new. They're shorts, and then inside they have little shorts with like some spandex gripping. So I don't know, what are these for, friends? Are these for like, I think Brooks is really well known for tennis, but let me know if you know differently. These are a size small, Brooks for women. And they just looked so new and nice. I thought that was worth picking up. I bought some men's Tommy Bahama jeans or pants. They're like jeans, but they're super soft. Do you guys still pick up this brand? When I started reselling 10 years ago, those Tommy Bahama men's shirts, I could easily get $25 or $30. So I always picked them up at the thrift store if I could get them for $5 or less. They don't sell quite as well anymore unless they're silk or a really big size or have some special embroidery. Goodwill wanted $9.99 for these. That's the Goodwill tag. There was a lot of stuff at the outlet that was from the Goodwill that it didn't sell for them, so they took it to the outlet, but there was a lot of raw donations too, just in bags that had never hit the Goodwill floor. So my advice would be, if you're outsourcing and you see some Tommy Bahama and it looks nice to you, I would look it up. Like, I wouldn't pay full price for it without knowing whether it was gonna sell. At the bins, you know, you can take a little bit more of a chance, but man, I said in my part 1 video, I was cutthroat with sorting. I filled my cart so high and tall, I'll show you pictures, and I sorted through and I put back so much stuff. If it had any issue that I saw, I did not want to bring home flawed projects to work on. I don't have the time for that as a part-timer. It's just not my strength as a reseller. And I put back a lot of stuff that I said to myself,
Quenby, do you want to list this item?
do you want to photograph it? Do you want to list it, fold it up, put it in an inventory bag, sell it, even if you're gonna get $15 or $20, do you wanna deal with it? And I'd be like, nope, I don't. So I put back a lot of men's items, even if they were pretty decent. I put back a lot of things that I didn't wanna spend time with. Now I do sell to Thredup, so a lot of this stuff, if I don't wanna deal with, I can put it in a box to go off to Thredup. So that's another option, but I tried to be cutthroat. Okay, my amazing stuff that I got for myself and my house is now on the top of the box. So we're gonna go through it and I think it's really fantastic. I'll go through it quickly in case you're more of a clothes person, but a lot of this stuff has value if you wanted to sell home goods. Okay, this is just the brand is Shabby Chic. It's one of those pillow shams. It's really pretty and adorable, so that was for me. Now this tray I got, and it's one of my favorite things. I was recently at an antique store. Whenever PD and I go out to spend a weekend at the coast, we go to Jenner, beautiful little area on the coast, and on the way to and from, we often stop at antique stores, more curated stores. It always makes me just want to go thrifting because they have it marked so high, and I'm like, I could thrift that. And but I saw a tray like this there. I didn't want to pay for it full price, but this is heavy and it has some age to it. It's not like a new one. I like to put these on my dining room table when I have people over, and I'll put vases of flowers, or it'll just be a really good centerpiece. Kind of has that vintage farmhouse, that's sort of my style. Shabby chic vintage farmhouse sort of thing. Oh my gosh, the bunnies though. Can we just... Easter's coming up. I fell in love with these bunnies. I'm gonna do some research and find the artist. Cynthia found this one for me. She was such a great thrifting buddy, and she's really good at thrifting, and she was generous. She found lots of things. I was like, do you want this? So I got this collection of little bunnies. They are signed, and they are like handmade. I just think it's extraordinary that a woman was like, I assume it was a woman, could have been anyone. It's like, I'm gonna make these bunnies, and I'm gonna give them handmade aprons with sayings on them. So these will be my farmhouse, some of my Easter decor. This has gotta be my second favorite thing I found at the BINS. My first favorite thing is a vintage quilt that's coming up next. I got this pillow, love it. It's down and it has the zip off. When I buy pre-owned pillows, I like to, this one looks so clean. There's not anything, there's not even dust on it. But it's nice if they zip off so that you can clean the cover if you want to. Sometimes I'll just take stuff like that and I'll put it out in the sun for the day and let it kind of like air out. Now this is the quilt I found. I collect quilts. I weighed this and it was 3.5 pounds essentially. So at $1.59 a pound, 3.5 pounds, that's all I paid for this. This is a vintage quilt. It has issues, as they all do. You know, a little bit of fray here and there, you can see. This is the wedding ring pattern. And I saw it, I couldn't believe it. I wonder if either Petey or Cynthia got it on video. If so, I'll insert it. It's huge, it's gorgeous. Now, I have this quilt behind me that a lot of you comment on. This is Grandma's Garden Print, and I got that at a thrift store at a pretty good price too. But I checked eBay comps on these. I will not sell this because I love it. This made the entire day of driving 2 hours to Sacramento totally worth it. Of course, meeting Cynthia, another reseller, and spending the day with Petey, total highlight. But in terms of finding stuff, this is my absolute favorite thing. And if I was gonna sell this, I could sell it on the low end for about $100. Some sellers have them up there for $400. Even with, that's what's the best part, the little bit of phrase. And this is probably from about the 1920s. I am still stunned that I found it and so grateful. I picked up this other little quilt. It's super soft and farmhousey. Look at it, it's got like a cat. This is not a hand-stitched one, this is machine made. And it's soft and broken in and adorable. I mean, come on. Cats and flags and farmhouses, yes. A book for Torvald. A new with tag, little universal threads pouch, totally my style. The best, I'm gonna give this to my mom, is it wine o'clock tea towel. I deducted all of this from my cost of goods. That's how I got the $1.38. Oh, Cynthia found me these brand new package of Skechers socks. Isn't it so great when you go to the bins, you guys, and you can just pick up this stuff and be like, sure, I'll grab that. I got this bag. I love it. It's genuine leather, cream color, and it has this tassel, which makes it, I think, just really great. It's got the little feet. I don't know anything about the brand. I just saw that it said genuine leather, and it's pretty darn clean. And then this is the brand. You guys know it? Gill, got it, love it. I guess G-I-L-I stands for got it, love it. I don't know. It's super soft. I don't know if it was expensive or anything, but it's genuine leather. I like the hardware. I like the bag. I'll use it. If for some reason I look it up and it seems like it's got good resale value, maybe I'll consider selling it. Okay, now back to some more clothes from the bins. That is where you guys live, but it's like to be able to find clothes at this cheap price. I mean, we don't have 99-cent day here. We don't have half off day. I don't know why, but this is a dress. Goodwill wanted $6.99. It didn't sell there. It's JCrew, and the reason I got it, I like selling JCrew. It's actually one of my best selling brands, just a consistent bread and butter. I got this because it's 100% silk. And people are probably going to be going to graduations again, weddings, now that hopefully, fingers crossed, the COVID stuff is better. Just a simple midi dress, and I'll send this to Thredup. And the reason I'll send it to Thredup is because I've done well with kind of formal cocktail dresses there. And silk, they price up high. And this weighs like nothing. So if you're curious about selling on Thredup, I started back in September, so it hasn't been that long for me. But I have a video on like how to get a box together, a kit to send it in. And then I have one where I update you on how it's going and what I've learned. So I think it's still worth it to sell things on Thredup. This is universal thread from Target. I don't care. I love it. It's a great size, 2XL, and a great color sweatshirt. I love this like split pea, mustardy kind of green color. Is that chartreuse, you guys? Love it. I kind of want to keep that. I'm going to put it in my try-on pile. I found some Hannah Anderson pajamas. This is one of the best kids brands to sell. It's one of the kids brands that I'll pick up, like just this little pajama set I can get like 15 bucks for. I like picking up kids stuff that I can sell on its own. I do have a video about how to lot up kids stuff and sell it and everything I've learned, because I do that too. I just did a bunch of my son's clothes on Poshmark. I lotted up 5-pound boxes. I just filled it and I said, these are play condition. I looked through, I don't see any major issues. It might have a little bit of an issue, 25 bucks or 20 bucks. I'm selling those boxes. And that's a little bit more work, but I just shoved 5 pounds worth of clothes in for 20 bucks. But Hannah Anderson, the quality is so good and I can just pop this up. I want to be able to make like 12 or 15 bucks on it if I'm going to sell it on its own, not in a lot. Okay, these are American Eagle men's jeans, which is great. If you saw the beginning of the haul, part 1, I got some more American Eagle, and part 2, 3, and 4 will also have American Eagle. You guys, this is just from the first time we went in. So we went in, were there a few hours, then we left, got a burger, got a coffee, went back. And so I have there's gonna be a part 3 and 4. These are American Eagle men's jeans. I love these light wash ones. Do they have holes and stuff? Yep, but that's how everyone's wearing them. And these are the relaxed fit. This is a size 34, 32. If it doesn't have the size and I like the jeans or it's a good selling brand, that's not a problem. I just measure the waist. I measure across the waist and double it, and that's the size. And then I'll note it in the listing. This is probably a good 25 bucks right here. Men's American Eagle sell just as well, a little bit higher price point than women's. And look, this is another American Eagle pair of pants. Cynthia found me these. These are so cute. She's like, I think I could see you when you go to Mexico over spring break in these. And we were laughing because she's like, yeah, you could have a little top. I'm like, yeah, my stomach would be perfectly flat and I could have a little white tube top on. Like, that's what these would look good with, but that's not what's happening for me. Little joggy joggers, so I'm going to try those on. They're an XL, but it's a juniors brand. If these don't fit, I will sell them and I'll probably get like 15 bucks for them. This is another thing Cynthia found me. I'm telling you, she's the sweetest, and thrifting with friends is the best ever. I love thrifting with my mom, but talking with someone who's another reseller, it was just such a joy. Like, we speak the same language. She was going to get this and throw it back because it's just H&M, but I liked it so much, guys. It's a cropped hoodie, but look at the sleeves. All heavily embroidered, and you know I am a Northern California boho girl who loves her embroidery. So that's part 2. Come back and watch part 3 and 4. I've got so much more stuff, and I did better when we went back later, which is surprising. I thought I would have got all the good stuff early on, but no, when we went back, it was like 3:30. We were there till closing at 6 o'clock, and I think the second part of my haul, I think I got better stuff, some bolos and stuff. So thanks so much for sharing in this joy of going to the bins with me. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye, bye bye, bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye. Love you guys, see you next time, bye. This is from part 1, but look how cute. Should I bring this to Mexico? I'll have to like make it look cuter, but this is the cutest hat. I got, oh geez, Quimby. This isn't the part 1. You had to see the part 1 to look at the unicorn ice cream flower pizza babe hat. They probably wear it like this. Okay, so now for the hardest part, we have to sort. And I have this absolutely enormous cart like you would not believe, and I'm going to attempt to sort it. Let me show you this cart. It's bad. It's bad. I think we did good. My total was $74 for this enormous cart. That includes the refrigerator, the shoes, and everything. Oh, here comes Cynthia. And they're a size something. I don't know what the size is. Do they have a size? Maybe I bought them without a size. Oh, here they are. Do you think it's authentic?
I think so. Good. You know that's
Oh, you could put it up like Jack and Ryan.
It's a romper.
You should put it up and tag them.
It's a romper. Make sure you put that in the
Fucking
video. It's a
MTV. I didn't know they had a brand. I can't believe I found that quilt. Can we go back to that moment, you guys? Not on the other side yet. Maybe I'll go on the other side. You putting stuff in that cart, babes?
Oh, and look, they're lining up again.
For what? Oh my goodness. All right, pumped up, but no idea what I'm gonna say next.